I'd like to begin by saying Neal Casal was always very considerate of other people's time. And though I want very much to honor him and what he stood for, I'm going to break with that tradition. This is just my story of Neal and how he entered my life. We all have our own, but this is mine. I first met Neal Casal in the winter of 2003 in the old shoe factory where I used to live in South Williamsburg, Brooklyn. I was just about to turn 20 years old. I was about to embark on one of my first national tours, opening for the English rock band Star Sailor. I was too young to rent a car and not confident enough on guitar to play before an audience alone. My manager at the time suggested Neal, both to drive the rental car and accompany me musically. We walked upstairs to my room, which was exposed to the rest of the apartment save for one wall. I had scrawled the words to Bob Dylan's Last Thoughts on Woody Guthrie on the wall, because that's what you do when you're 19 years old and you're trying way too hard to be taken seriously by guys like Neal Casal. We played some songs together. I was stunned by his laser precision harmonies and prowess on the acoustic guitar. He was the real deal. I immediately looked up to him. I thought to myself that if I worked hard and played my cards right, I could grow up to be like him. We laughed and joked around a bit, and we agreed that we would do the tour together. A few days later, we were headed to one of the first shows. We were driving from New York City to Canada and winding our rented sedan through the Pocono Mountains. Neal was DJing with his iPod, which contained an entire universe of music I had never heard before. I loved all of it. He would play a Fred Neil record or a Chris Bell song, and I would perk up and ask about it. He would say, "You haven't heard this? Oh, Rice, you need this record now." He was correct. I did need it. The weather took a turn and a blizzard started blowing through the mountain pass that we were driving. We decided there was no going further and we agreed to stop at the next motel. Suddenly, the car in front of us hit some black ice and flipped. I had never seen anything like this before in my life. Neal pulled the car over immediately, and before I could say anything, he was running up towards it. I followed behind him, very much afraid. Neal jumped into the snowbank where the car had landed upside down. He started talking to the family that was trapped inside. They were able to break a window. Neal helped each and every person out of that car and onto the shoulder of the road. He then crawled on his belly into the car, which was still running, and turned off the engine so it wouldn't explode. We waited with the family until the ambulances arrived. Everyone was okay, through some sort of miracle. Neal grabbed his camera from the back of our car and snapped a picture of me shivering like a child on the side of the road. This is the essence of Neal Casal. He was the hero of the story, but he definitely steered the focus away from himself and captured a moment for someone else. Flash forward a couple years later, Neal and I were still playing together. We now had Farmer Dave in the fold, accompanying our acoustic guitars with his lap steel. All three of us sang harmony vocals. We toured the U.S. in a rented Yukon SUV, which felt positively regal to all of us. Dave brought along a jar of absolutely incredible weed from Mendocino, and he made the whole country sparkle as we moved through. My name was on the marquee of these shows, but I was still the least experienced musician in the Yukon. We would do our show each night, and Neal would often take me aside and take me through what I did right and what I needed to work on. I never felt like I was being talked down to. His advice was gentle and always very sage. I understood on a very deep level that this man was showing me the way. And of course I wanted to make him proud. our group ended up getting asked to open for REM over in the UK. They were playing absurdly large shows in places like Memoriam Stadium in Cardiff and Hyde Park in London. We flew over in the summer of 2005. We stayed at the Columbia Hotel. The place had everything a musician needed. Perfectly dilapidated rooms, a full bar, and a couple of enterprising hotel employees that sold hard drugs. We had arrived on the night of the Live Aid concert where Pink Floyd were set to reunite for the first time in many years. We were standing outside the hotel which borders Hyde Park and heard the Floyd's crew sound checking. We could hear everything perfectly. We didn't even need fucking tickets. All we had to do was get the folks at the Columbia to open their giant bay windows in the bar, and we could listen to the show, cold pints in hand. There was one slight issue. Those of you who may have experienced English hotel hospitality know that the simplest request is almost gleefully denied. And musicians in particular are welcomed by staunch refusal and folded arms. The night manager at the hotel was a morbidly grumpy man named Douglas, and he refused to open the windows for us. He said, "You will have to watch the concert on BBC One. We have a television on top of the bar. That's where everyone else will be watching it." I will never forget Neal and Dave's impassioned pleas to Douglas about the historic significance of Pink Floyd reuniting in Hyde Park, and that it was surely something that all the hotel guests would enjoy, not just us. Their considerable charm melted old Douglas's heart. He opened the windows right as the concert started. Dave and I grabbed a handful of Trader Joe's trail mix, which we had enhanced by adding chopped up psilocybin and rock from Los Angeles. And the three of us sat by those big bay windows and took flight. It is one of the happiest memories of my life.